or his feet don't work. He remembers Sonic Boom. Things aren't great for him. So we're now underway in losers quarters. This will be our personal last set, and we will have EarlOfM versus Comet, a matchup that happens actually fairly frequently because Comet is a regular visitor at Ignition on Wednesday nights. For a Wisconsin guy, he's got quite a few Chicago weeklies in his back pocket, and having issues with swords has been consistent, and so has upsetting swords been. So this can go very much either way from the outset.
Yeah, he was impersonating Sonic Backpack for a second there as fire alarm went off.
Just the sadness. All right, Earl taking, no, not taking it for a second. Wow, Fox lived.
Incredible.
Fox, did you put on a few pounds? Did you eat all the dessert in the room when we walked outside? Last time I checked, that should detonate you.
He's still living. So I actually wanted to ask you this a little bit earlier. I just forgot. So is this like officially EarlOfM's main now?
Okay, so I'm going to say yes for the sake of, I think he goes Chrom in more relevant sets, but I think he wants to main Lucina and honestly believes that the character just isn't that good. And I get, from the sake of anyone who has issues with their character and just not having, you know, the success that they believe that they've worked for, thinking, okay, maybe it's the character and not me, or, you know, maybe this character just isn't as strong or can't do it the way I want it to. And I also very much understand it in terms of Chrom is crazy. This character is absurd. You have so much good frame data and speed, and you get to do all the things that sword players like to do on just a better fundamental level. Like, you've got better confirms than Lucina. The only thing you have that's worse is, like, the recovery and edgeguarding. And yeah, from what we saw with Ned, you can edgeguard on stage just fine. You don't have to run off and back air like Lucina very much does. Like, the engine doesn't do that as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, I personally think Lucina's crazy also. Like, yes, she got minorly nerfed. Earl's always been under the opinion that she just doesn't work well enough to be as strong as maybe I think she is, or a number of people will think she is. And that's perfectly reasonable. There's nothing wrong with saying, all right, instead of Lucina, I'm going to pick this other sword. So he's really been putting the time more into Chrom. We've been seeing it more in tournament sets. He'll switch to Lucina when he's not feeling comfortable with the Chrom in, like, Game 5s and such, as we saw with that way earlier in the day, the Lucky set, where he neutral beat the Piranha Plant to win and killed him at 30 when he was behind. So that was kind of wild. But yeah, I'm going to say, you know, that's the long answer to your very simple question.
That's all right. I waited 10 minutes to do the last game of this commentary set. I can wait 10 minutes to listen to you explain why Earl doesn't play Lucina anymore. And I think you're kind of right. And I'm sort of on that train where I'm like, Lucina is ridiculous. Like, I'm like right up there with you. I don't think it's like, I think Earl could believe it's just a character issue all he wants, but I think it's just like a I don't vibe with her as much as I think I do sort of issue.
He just wants her to be Smash 4 Lucina. And it's just not. And that's okay, because Chrom is a melee character in Ultimate.
Yeah.
As that dash attack, not quite going to kill. Fox barely living once again. Second time this set, Earl goes for the spike, just misses it. But once again, we reset the neutral, and Comet reverses it with the Nair into up smash. That is a real thing.
Oh, yeah. I see it all the time. From Comet, from Snoofle, doesn't really matter. You see that sort of just like little bounce off the stage into up smash. It's unfortunate because Earl almost did have that game right there, but Comet was able to bring it back. This whole set honestly can be determined though, depending on whether or not Earl can start getting a feel for his edge guarding game as Chrom.
I honestly think that game was about as close and as fun of a game as we could possibly get between these two characters. That was so close for Fox dying on so many different levels on multiple stocks where he just didn't. So it's percentages, small percentages making the difference. And I love what I'm seeing from Comet despite that, because his facial expressions and the way he's been carrying himself in general, even outside the game, he feels, or I get the vibe, it feels like he is more confident. Like, he's playing well, he knows he's playing well, and he knows that he can do this.
I hope he feels that way, because he definitely has proven that he's just really good at this game in general, and maybe some confident issues have been his downfall in the past. Okay, so Earl took him to Battlefield this time around, which Comet is one of the better juggling foxes, I think, in the world. I've already mentioned it, but it's still Triplats versus Chrom, and that was also really unfortunate.
Oh, the armor with the up B? That's one of the things
him trying to jab lock him, and then he fell off stage.
He went for the second jab lock. Sometimes if you get the jab lock against a character that can't recover like Chrom, don't get greedy. Just forward smash him or down smash him. Like, down smash can send him at such an angle where Chrom literally can't recover.
Yeah.
Like, period. But instead, Earl will have a little bit of a lead here in this game, too. Earl was, I think, actually looking stronger than Comet the first game, despite the fact that Comet was able to maintain his composure and take the game. That's a testament to Comet, but also Earl is still looking good in this set, and this is, I think, despite having a 1-0 lead, quite an uphill battle.
So the only issue that Comet has had pretty much this whole tournament, if he's really had any, is he's made it relatively blatantly obvious when he's just immediately trying to go for the kill move. There will be a lot of times where if he's like down and his opponent's at like 100%, you know exactly what he's going to do. You're going to wait for your opponent to land, maybe shield something, and then run up smash. It's usually something along those lines, which is most of the time a pretty good option, but if it's spaced correctly or your opponent reacts to it in time, you're not going to be able to get that done. And you might need to not look so desperate for the kills sometimes.
Really good read there from EarlOfM to take the forward smash, stock, and kill, and something that he needs to stay ahead. Oh, and he gets the clip through.
That was just silly.
Okay, Chrom.
That was just plain goofy. I don't like that at all.
And just like Melee, that doesn't work the way it should. Yeah, Earl's shrugging at the crowd like, what do you want from me? It's not my fault he stood on the ledge.
Earl's gonna
screaming.
Probably Chucky. Would you be surprised if it wasn't Chucky?
No, but I know the Chuck scream. That wasn't a Chuck scream. I don't know, maybe it was a Chuck scream, but he had something in his mouth. I don't know. All right, game 3, Town and City. And that could have been a horrific start for Comet, and I would have been actually really sad. And this could be a horrific start for Earl.
What is happening? All right, we're back.
Flub Central is here in Losers Quarters Best of 5.
I actually really like this skin for Earl because he is Chicago's own Prince Charming. He says it himself.
Oh, the husband skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the most Prince Charming skin in the entire game for any character. Even Mario Soup doesn't have anything against white Chrom costume.
Way back in the day, and anybody who's seen the Smash documentary would know this, is that one of the original teams was a Marth and a Peach, whose tags were husband and wife, and they both played the white skins.
Yeah.
And I think this should forever just be the husband skin on any Fire Emblem character, because they're all almost the damn same.
Earl is able to take the first stock of.
Oh, he still had the jump.
He was trying to.
That was close. The bait.
It was.
That would have been the sickest bait I've ever seen if that worked out.
Yeah, that was. I like that from Earl. If he had been able to get Comet in that mix-up, he would have basically traded his 120% self for a 0% Comet, and it would have been a 1-2 game.
Oh, he got down smash though. That's a real important stock. Like that, there's a crazy turn of events in Comet's favor. A down smash that killed a Chrom at 60%, and that suicide not killing him. Those were both huge. Like possible turning points in the set. Like if Comet wins this set, that's what we're gonna go back to. Comet with the fairs. Busting out box fair?
It mostly is a combo breaker too. It's worked like the 3 times he sent it out so far.
Yeah, this game not quite over yet though. But talk about having all the momentum. Everything has gone right for Comet to this point in the game. But if he loses this stock, all right, he's good now. He got back on stage. Now it's a little bit more manageable. Like you can get a confirm. All right, that's definitely a jug. Oh, he gets the nair. Really smart from Comet. That was an excellent edge guard. Well done from Comet. Now he has a 2-1 lead over EarlOfM in this best of 5. What is happening?
I don't know what it is. I don't even know who's, like, I can't pinpoint the screen location even.
I see Chuck. He's yelling at what was Neo's game.
I don't know if it is Chucky. Is it Chucky? If you don't really know,
if Sexy Chew's not in the building, then it's Chucky.
If you don't
Sexy Chew's in the building.
He is in the building. Okay. It's definitely Sexy Chew.
That's what happens.
If anyone is gonna overpower Manly Guy's voice, it is certainly Sexy Chew.
Yeah, that's true. That is the most factual thing, like niche thing for the Chicago scene. We have these 2 dudes who are just the loudest people. Those 2 and Slow Joe. Those are the 3.
Pooch is pretty loud too.
Those are the 3 louder than me. Yeah,
Game 4.
Pooch can be too, but Pooch isn't part of the ultimate scene.
Yeah.
Pooch is just part of the Smash scene.
Down throw, immediate fast combo start for EarlOfM. And immediately into Ether as well. I wouldn't really say either one of these two has had the momentum over the other. This set has been pretty even for the most part. I mean, obviously, Comet is up 2 games to 1 right now on Earl, but if you wanted me to say that Comet's going to win this set because of that, I would say not. That doesn't mean anything to me, honestly.
Yeah, it really doesn't. This is one of those truly ain't over till it's overs, because Comet needed some stuff to really go right for him in at least one of those 2 game wins. And that forward tilt going to take it. So now Earl just looking way cleaner, like he's kind of solving the matchup again. He's playing against a Fox that isn't Snoofle. So he has to like re-download the character a little bit and remember that different Foxes can go for slightly different moves. Although Comet and Snoof kind of play fairly similarly, I think.
Yeah, I think the main difference, and I think it's something I mentioned when Comet isn't at TriPoint, I'm commentating on a Snoofle game. I feel like Snoofle has a lot more grounded presence, likes to go for those nairs and like up smashes a lot, and Comet's always been the juggler to me. He's always been the Fox that up airs a lot. He hasn't really done it this set a whole lot, but he's really good at any sort of read that involves your opponent being in the air.
Earl had Comet off stage a moment ago with the crazy grab release.
Oh, wow. That was a quick draw if I've ever seen one.
That was a mind game.
That is...
Earl just can't time those today.
Yeah.
He's missed a lot. He had like 1 of them in the Panda set.
The good thing about throwing that out, though, and it missing, is it still gives Earl enough time to edge guard. Hey, dude, you got bricks in your pocket. Calm down.
Yeah, Fox, the fastest of the fast fallers. The reason that fast faller is a term is because of this character.
So
what just happened?
Earl's done that against Lucky, too. He did that earlier. It's like, I think he really is just sort of misjudging what kind of hands he has to reach to ledge with that move.
You know what we were talking about? Is this now his main? That's the overshadowing of Lucina. That's the overlap of, oh, I can make this recovery.
Yeah.
But you can't just freely make that recovery with Chrom all the time.
Any time where Earl is off stage now could just be the end of the set.
It could be right now. Now he's getting juggled, as we discussed before. Earl needs to make a ferocious comeback on this stock. And that was a good start. And it continues.
Yeah, it's going to keep going. He's able to stop it for a second. He's going to read the roll! Comet. He makes it, dude. Beating Earl 3-1.
He did it. That was a hell of a roll read. Earl, he's going to be very disappointed in himself for that one. He had some rough suicides and some stuff just went wrong for him in that 3rd game, on top of the way that, you know, the SD in game 4 when you got your back against the ropes. That's never, ever what you want to see.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that's 2 really good players, and I definitely felt like one of them had a better mindset for the game they were playing right then, and Earl just... He made a couple mistakes. He made a couple very obvious mistakes at the very end there. And you know what? Game 1 was a huge turning point, too. Earl almost had Comet a couple times. That was just stupid. Yeah, the
cheese was bad, but right here you're going to see in a second the falling nair to kind of put this away off of the forward throw. Just really smart from Comet. That covered every option.
Yeah.
He just waited and waited and waited and made sure to seal that game out because he had all the momentum. And this really, really intelligent roll read, reminiscent of a number